It's time for Wisconsin race fans to gather round. Welcome to the Racing RoundUp Show. Thanks for joining us for our 41st consecutive season. We are your destination for news and interviews from NASCAR, the Upper Midwest, and within the Wisconsin racing scene. The Racing RoundUp Show is America's longest-running weekly motorsports show held in front of a live audience. You still have time to join the racing crowd for tonight's show. And now, here is the host of the Racing RoundUp Show, Jim Trado.
Hey gang, how are you? We're hanging out with you on a Tuesday night at Polly's Pub at Eatery, 81st and Greenfield. This is the Racing RoundUp Show. Our July 29th or 30th, whatever day this is. My goodness, the month is flying by. The 29th of July, I got it now. We're happy to have you along with us. If you're able to join us tonight, we have some great giveaways after the show. We also want to tell you there's some autograph cards to be had by some of our guests tonight. Looking forward to having you join us to win tickets to see them race as well at area short tracks. And Polly's Pub and Eatery is where we're hanging out tonight. It's a big week for the Milwaukee Brewers. I know that because over 100 people signed up and got on the Polly's shuttle buses to and from Polly's to Milwaukee Brewers home games. No problem, no issue. They do it all for you. This is the spot to be. They take you right to the game and right back, and don't worry about parking. Just a couple of pops and a couple of drinks, and you're on the bus. And Polly's has you covered. They're really getting really good at this. They're doing church festivals. They're doing concerts. They're doing all sorts of things. Country in the Berg and Cedarburg coming up end of August. They got you covered there. And Polly just intimated tonight that they are taking a bus. If you've not partied with Polly, there's going to be a Polly shuttle going to Slinger Super Speedway, a VIP pavilion experience, and a bus ride from Polly's that happens on Sunday, September 7th to Slinger Speedway. If you want to go in style, haven't done that in a while, or you want to just kind of have fun and don't worry about driving, to and from Slinger, have an enjoyable evening. Sunday, September 7th, Polly's is taking a shuttle bus to the VIP area at the racetrack, so you get a chance to maybe get some pit tours, that kind of cool thing. So pop on into Polly's and sign up. Find out about all the great events they're doing, including post-state fair concerts. Yeah, they're going all the time here at Polly's Pub and Eatery, 81st and Greenfield. We're excited to share coverage of Wisconsin motorsports events on our program, plus news and interviews from the Upper Midwest and the world of motorsports. We do it every Tuesday night for you. And don't forget about our Saturday TV show. Every Saturday we have 30 minutes on CW18 Milwaukee, where the NASCAR Xfinity Series plays all the time. We do a show called the Racing RoundUp Show on TV. It's 30 minutes of our show, so looking forward to you guys taking that in. Tell us what you think, and hopefully it'll attract more racers and more fans and more non-casual fans, more first-time race fans to come to see us at the racetrack. Tonight's guests, we have a lot of great people on the program. Bill Holland goes in the groove with a big Howie Leto and Kyle Whiter Memorial Race coverage. You want to stay tuned for that. In person, we have Cole Thomas here, who's been racing and winning across the area. We're talking about across the Midwest, so looking forward to seeing Cole here. He's on the show. He brought his modified with him, so it's right out here front at Polly's. Also, Bandolero rookie racer Jackson Jump, racing at 5 different tracks in a Bandolero. That car is sitting idle in our parking lot as well for a short time. Now, he's been on the road, whether it be in the hall or on the racetrack, so glad to see Jackson and his dad, Jake, and his mom, Amber, here with us. Plus, Slinger B's driver Morgan Zerwinski, she brought her Slinger B with us. Exciting news that Morgan's racing full-time for her championship this year at Slinger Super Speedway. We'll have tickets to give away tonight to see Morgan race this Sunday, which is Kids Night. Kids 12 and under free. Lots of cool things planned. Rockstar Russ's Thrill Show. We'll talk more about that on the program as well. We have coverage of the short track results in the Bonafide Security Solutions Short Track Report. Coverage of the big weekend in Indianapolis for NASCAR from the Interstate Batteries of Southeast Wisconsin. Their sponsorship continues of our NASCAR report as well. I'd like to remind you, we're coming to you live from Polly's Pub and Eatery, 81st and Greenfield in West Dallas, right across from where the big old state fair is setting up at the Milwaukee Mile. We'll be right back with our first guest on the Racing RoundUp Show. Stay tuned.
Thanks for tuning in to the Racing RoundUp Show. Check out our website, racingroundup.show.com, and like our show on Facebook. Join us on Twitter and Instagram at Racing RoundUp. We're coming right back after these messages from our awesome show sponsors.
Get your whole family involved in affordable, competitive kart racing at Millwright Raceway in Dousman, Wisconsin, home of the Badger Kart Club. Walk the pit area, talk to racers, and check out the action from the grandstands. There's a play area for the kids and great food at the concession stand. Spectator admission is free. Badger Kart Club points racers and National Touring Series race on the challenging paved road course most Sundays from April through September. Badger Kart Club is well established and well respected. There's 15 classes and over 100 drivers racing every week. From ages 5 to 75, kart racing offers competition for generations of racers of all ages. Bring the kids and check out kart racing for yourself at one of America's finest kart tracks. This is where Alan Kowicki, Danica Patrick, Sam Mayer, and Josh Palicki got their start. Millwright Raceway is just south of I-94 in Dousman. 35 miles west of Milwaukee and 45 miles east of Madison. For all the latest information, directions, and race schedule, visit BadgerKartClub.com.
Angler's Bar and Grill and Campground is your destination for relaxation and fun. There's a full-service bar and restaurant with 54 campsites with full hookups, all less than a mile from the beautiful Wolf River. It's where the locals go in Fremont, Wisconsin. It's also home to the Midwest Mower Racing Club. All roads lead to Angler's Bar and Grill and Campground in Fremont, Wisconsin. Visit their Facebook page for live entertainment and lawnmower racing schedules. Angler's Bar and Grill and Campground.
Interstate Batteries. Outrageously dependable. Life is full of questions. Is the presentation ready for work tomorrow? Why is there so much traffic at 3 p.m. on a Tuesday? Are your in-laws visiting this weekend or next? You've got plenty of things to worry about. Whether your car will start shouldn't be one of them. With an outrageously dependable battery under your hood, you can cross one of those questions off your list, which gives you time to answer more things like,
Are we there yet?
Interstate Batteries, delivering the most trustworthy source of power to the world since 1952.
Jiffy Lube has locations across Wisconsin to serve you. Visit jiffylube.com to locate your store and to find the latest coupons and promotional offers. You're greeted by a friendly and knowledgeable staff. Grab a water or coffee and know you and your vehicle are in good hands. Windshield wipers, new tires, and alignments are a few of the many services offered. Jiffy Lube proudly features Pennzoil. There's a whole lot more than no appointment drive-up oil changes at Jiffy Lube. Welcome to personalized car care. Wisconsin race fans, find your store at jiffylube.com.
Like our show on Facebook and share our content with other race fans. We hope to see you at one of our upcoming shows too. Join racers, other race fans, and win prizes. Now let's get back to more of the Racing Roundup Show.
Welcome to our program. I'm Jim Trado. Glad to have you with us here on a Tuesday evening at Polly's Pub and Eatery, 81st and Greenfield. The racing crowd's filing in. Milwaukee Brewers fans are heading out to the shuttles to see the Brewers beat the Cubs tonight. And looking forward to seeing you on an upcoming Tuesday show. Check out our schedule page, racingroundupshow.com/schedule, or just click on the schedule page on the menu bar on our website, racingroundupshow.com. If you're looking to sell or buy a home or commercial property, choose the Rapina Group, Caldwell Banker Home Sale Realty. List and buy with confidence. Hire a realtor that has the knowledge and expertise to get your deal done. Not all realtors are the same. Knowledge is power. Hire knowledge. Choose Caldwell Banker Home Sale Realty and sell your house with the Rapina Group. Their website is rapinagroup.com. Next Tuesday, I mentioned our schedule. Next Tuesday, we're on the road at the Benson Valley Bourbon Road Show. We'll start about 5:30 or so it's a little earlier start time next Tuesday for a very good reason. We'll be at the front gate of the ASA Midwest Tour Gander Auto Group 250 at Wisconsin International Raceway in Kaukauna. That's the Midwest Tour, Dixieland Delight 35 race night, as well as the ASA Midwest Tour, 250 lapper, paying $15,000 to win. The drivers will be ready about 5:30, so we'll start our show then. Join us at the front gate. Get your tickets online. Go to MidwestTour.racing. Get yourself situated there. We're going to be on at 5:30 p.m. with drivers from Kaukauna next Tuesday night on our program. After tonight's show, we have prize giveaways, including bottles of Anderson's Pure Maple Syrup, race tickets to the Plymouth Dirt Track. We've got tickets to Wilmot Raceway this Saturday at Dells Raceway Park, and this Saturday Golden Sand Speedway, courtesy of Adams Towing. We also have the Villages Motor Racing Fan Club. They gave us an envelope. So I'll just tell you that's a surprise inside. The Village, 60 miles west of Daytona Beach, and about 100 race fans, including John, who's here tonight, hang out and talk racing. And good to see John up here in the summertime because I know where he's spending his winters down at the Villages, and they have a motor racing fan club there. So he's supporting their show with a giveaway for someone in our audience tonight to win. We also have racing T-shirts, diecast, racing hats, and collectibles from Greenfield Gallery on Facebook, where they're always buying racing collectibles. And because we had such a great turnout last night at the Wilmot Raceway for the World of Wild Outdoor Late Models, the drivers we've had on our show most recently, Drake Troutman and Jake Tim among them, we have autographed T-shirts from those drivers that were nice enough to donate them last night to give away tonight after the show. So you need to be here to win those. Come on down and join the racing crowd. We're now joined by a driver who's making his debut. His dad's been on the show before, but it's great to have a driver that's been very active, racing a Bandolero in his first full season. Let's welcome in 10-year-old Jackson Jump to the Racing Roundup Show. Jackson, how are you?
Good.
What's it been like racing a Bandolero as much as you have this summer?
It feels really good, and I'm enjoying it a lot, and it's just been really fun.
What's the biggest difference? I have the cheat sheet. He's raced and won 33 features at the dirt track at Beaver Dam Raceway in a kart with a wing on it. How much different is it now racing a Bandolero on pavement?
It's really hard because there's also other guys that have been doing this for a while now, and it's just my first year doing it, so.
A lot to learn, but I'm guessing you're glad Dad's with you every step of the way, right?
Yep.
So Jake's been on our program. Jake, you've been racing a long time. I imagine you've been working on towards this for a long time, getting your son Jackson as involved as he is today.
Yeah, definitely. We've dumped a lot more time into him. I've kind of took a back seat and the crew chief role, the chief financer role, all that kind of stuff. But I really enjoy it. Nothing makes you more proud than seeing your son do really well. And almost chokes me up a little bit, and he's accomplished a lot in his young career, but he's going to accomplish so much more, and that's what we're most excited about.
And to win races, to keep in mind the fact that it's not just getting equipment, it's learning new equipment, because you're a pavement racer, stock car racer for a long time. Getting him on dirt, getting him good during the week at Beaver Dam is one thing, but now you're all learning the new situation with the Bandolero going, 4 or 5 different tracks?
Yeah, it's definitely been a learning curve. A Bandolero is a mixture of a go-kart up front with no suspension and a late model in the back with coilovers. So it's a whole new ball game, learning new things all over again. But the dirt really helped with his racecraft and things like that. So now throwing him on asphalt in a Bandolero, he's got a new craft to learn, and he's doing great. The kids that are older than him that have ran these for years, Bentley Thompson, Gage, all those guys, they're great to him. They give him ton of support, ton of encouragement. He gets a little frustrated at times. I got to remind him he's in his 11th, 12th, 13th race where they're in their 4th, 5th, or 6th year of it.
Yep.
So, but he's doing great.
At Jackson, what tracks have you raced at this year so far?
We've raced at Slinger, Jefferson, Golden Sands, Toma, and Dells.
Wow, and you're leading the rookie in the points on a lot of those tracks, so that every time they race a Bandolero, you got to be there, right?
Yeah.
How much is that? How much fun is that? How many times do you race on a given weekend sometimes?
A lot.
Yeah? Like 2 different tracks, 3 different tracks?
Yeah, almost the whole weekend.
All right. That's okay, right?
Yeah.
Then it's all focused on racing. It's not about getting yard work done or chores at home. Forget that. That's got to wait. We're going racing.
Yeah.
When it comes to the race car, what have you found yourself helping Dad the most with?
Probably keeping the car clean, driving fast, loading the car, and helping him with stuff that's wrong with my car.
Well, I think one thing that helps you, your dad mentioned the dirt experience, and I know that racing at any level, you've got to be consistent, right?
Yeah.
And with the Bandoleros I've seen, I've only got to drive one once, and it was just kind of a fun day. It wasn't a race.
Oh.
But I knew how much you had to stay in the gas, right? Keep the momentum up. That's got to be a big key on dirt and pavement. How much has that helped you knowing you've got that experience, albeit your first year in a Bandolero? Just getting that consistent line, consistent running. How much does that just come to you with a new car?
It's new.
Yeah? Still new.
Yeah, still new.
So are you studying the stopwatch? Is Dad watching the racetrack and telling you where to kind of run? Or are you following other guys? How are you learning this so quickly and doing so well?
My dad spotting me and telling me where to run, and if a faster guy's in front of me, he tells me to follow them, and then I just get faster.
And then what happens when you're in front of the faster guy? Does it make you faster?
Yeah.
I'm thinking it would too. So when he said spotting, Jake, define that. Are you telling between races, or are you on the radio with him?
So typically I will be on the radio with him during practice, usually through qualifying.
So he can hear you.
Yep.
Okay.
So once the races start, I let the track take over with the receiver because I want him to still learn the mirror situation, things like that, be able to drive on his own.
Yep.
Not completely rely on a spotter. So, but the coaching happens during practice, things like that. And he sometimes he listens, sometimes he doesn't. I think it goes for any young racer out there. I usually try and find somebody else to tell him exactly what I'm telling him.
Your dad?
Yeah.
Okay.
So if they tell him, he's more apt to listen to them.
But the cool thing is you're probably hanging out with a lot of friends, right? Because you guys race a lot, it seems like, with the same people, right?
Yeah.
So do you guys try to park next to somebody all the time? Does it matter?
Yeah, we try to,
All right.
but most of the times we can't because they're taken.
Yeah, and with as much traveling you're doing, like for Dell's Raceway Park, for example, they kind of have assigned parking spots for some of the guys that are there every week, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so you kind of find your own way. Do you ever find anything fun to do when you're not to and from the racetrack? Do you like stop at a water park or go down a slide or something that you see as you're rolling by, or is it all racing all the time?
All racing all the time.
I don't have a problem with that. I don't either. I really don't. But it's got to be fun for you to race with Dad. Now, Dad's got a Legends car, which is kind of new to him. Have you helped him with his car because of all the seat time you're getting in the Bandolero?
No, not yet.
What's that been like, Jake? Why'd you get yourself a Legends car?
Well, Jim, I had an itch that needed to be scratched.
Uh-huh.
So a late model is a big undertaking. You need quite the crew to go to the racetrack with that. And Legend car just seemed like the next best thing, not only to scratch my itch, but kind of start to learn them because that could possibly be the next step for Jackson at some point. So getting to know that a little better. So when we do jump into it, he's got a foot forward already on it. So, but it's been a blast. I drove one a couple years ago. We actually put a Facebook post up. It was kind of went up as a joke. I asked my wife if I get X amount of likes.
Yeah.
Can I buy one? She set it at 500 with 250 comments of yes. And it took a matter of about 24 hours, and that deal was done. So it was just a matter of finding one at that point.
Did you see how much he paid to boost the advertising on that to make sure there's more likes? He probably went to New Zealand saying, hey, if you guys like this page, I got a Legends car.
Yeah.
That's kind of cool.
Yeah. And we finally found one. One came up for sale. That was a good car at a reasonable price. We didn't want to go out and buy a brand new one or anything like that. Just something to kind of learn, like I said, to get him ready for that next step more or less. And just something for me to do because they race a lot of the same nights.
Okay.
So it was easy for us to, make that decision, just grab one. And now we can race together. It's kind of cool to be able to race the same nights as your son.
And how much fun is that watching your dad race a Legends car while you're getting ready for your race? Have you done that a lot yet? A couple
No.
times maybe? Okay.
2.
All right, 2 times. Okay. So the focus is on Jackson's racing. So when you win these Rookie of the Year titles, you probably have to give a big sponsor speech, right?
Yeah.
You want to practice now? Who's sponsoring your car this year?
So we have Car Doctor, O'Reilly Auto Parts, Hot Dog Avenue, Northwestern
Mutual.
Josh Thauker, Conrad's Auto Care, Center Off, Wilderness, TT Camper Sales, 1903 Saloon, Myrtle Beach Pawn and Gun Shop, Flex Villa, Acello, Willman Racing, Pingle,
Knockers Novelties.
Victory Fuel, Me Motorsports, MO Designs, Creative Studios, TJ Hall from North Carolina, Brewster's Lanes, and Will Bam.
Wow, that's a lot of people.
Yeah.
Some of those names are familiar to me, Jake, because they were sponsoring your race car. That's gonna be kind of fun to have some of those people jump on, right?
Yeah, absolutely. We've had some longtime supporters, and we're glad to have them on Jackson's car and supporting us this long. It's awesome to have. We cleaned up the car last night with our Wabam from Ryan and the guys over there, so we got that all cleaned up. It's sitting outside. Hopefully you guys can
Looks
check
great.
it out.
You got to check it out.
Yeah, we got his hero cards here, so come and grab an autograph from him, chat with him. He's working on his talking. That's why we're down here. But I think he's done a good job.
Yeah, and as far as car shows, I know that there's a car show trophy in your hero card box.
Yeah.
You like showing your car and talking to kids maybe or adults about how cool it is to go racing when it's
Yeah.
not at the track?
Yeah.
What do you enjoy about that when people just walk up and say, what is that car?
It feels great because it shows how many people enjoy watching me.
And I'm guessing at the track you have people coming up to you after the races too, right?
Yep.
What's that like, knowing that your friends are with you, but then maybe some kids that you just want to come up and say hi because they don't know who you are and you get to talk to them too? What's that like?
It feels amazing.
Yeah. Do you keep your fire suit on longer then, just in case they don't know if you're a driver or not, or you just kind of stand by your car with the hero cards at the end of the night?
I take my suit off and stand by the cards. And
Awesome. Is there anyone you'd like to thank that we didn't talk about on the list of sponsors? Any people?
My dad.
Yeah.
And my mom and my great-great-grandma. My great-grandma.
Wow, that's a lot of people. Do they come see as much as they can too, your family?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. Well, I know Mom and Dad are in the hauler all the time, and you get to go racing a lot. Where are you going to be racing this weekend? Do you know yet?
Friday we just are going to Madison for the first time.
So the Big 8 Series is there. The Mid-Am Stock Car Series is there. You guys are kind of in that same group where those series are traveling. How much does that help you, Jake, Dad, when it comes to knowing you were the traveling series of bandoleros that are literally going across the upper Midwest on a given weekend 2-3 times a night, 3 different tracks?
Yeah, it's definitely a hefty schedule that we jumped full force into. Madison actually wasn't on our schedule, but with the Mighty Bando Series, they actually made a change. They were supposed to have a throwout race, and they took that away because there was a couple rainouts. So we're going to Madison to fulfill that. We want to make sure we keep him in the lead for Rookie of the Year in that series as well. So we added it kind of late, but we're excited to go down there and try it out. I raced there many years ago in a mini cup, so that's the only time I've raced there. So
the Ring of Fire might have changed a little bit since you were there. They moved
probably.
it from the turns 1 and 2 big track down to the center now. It's great having you guys on. You guys did great. How about a big hand for Jackson Jump and his dad, Jake? Thanks, guys. And if you see this car in the livery that Chase Briscoe has on Sundays, there's a big reason why. He wants Bass Pro Shops to sponsor him. I don't know if it's for a fishing reel or he wants a new boat to put the car in. I'm not sure. You did a great job tonight. Make sure you send this clip, would you? Great having you on. Thanks for being here.
Thanks,
problem.
Jim.
You bet. Thank you, guys. We're coming back with more. Colt Thomas is here. He's been winning a bunch of dirt modified races across the area. And Morgan Zerwinski brought her Slinger B here. The race cars are out front, race fans inside. We're hanging out at Polly's, free admission, free parking. What more could you ask for? Hanging out with a bunch of racers, eating some great food. We'll be right back with more on this edition of the Racing Roundup Show. Stay tuned.
Join the racing crowd every Tuesday night at 6 p.m. Central all season long. Share what you love about short track racing on our Facebook page and on Twitter and Instagram at Racing Roundup. We'll be right back with more of the Racing Roundup Show.
At Automatic Transmission Design, we know your vehicle is important to you. When your transmission needs servicing, take it to the best. ATD in Germantown, Wisconsin. ATD understands how important it is to get your vehicle fixed right the first time. When you take your vehicle to ATD, our ASE trained technicians will run diagnostic tests to pinpoint the exact problem and answer any questions you may have before repairs begin. ATD has been providing high-quality, honest repairs to customers for over 15 years. We service all makes and models using the best parts and equipment available. When you come to ATD, you will get an honest assessment of the problem, simple explanations, experienced technicians, competitive pricing, high-quality parts, and their 100% guarantee. Money is not the goal at ATD. It is the result of fixing the problem and returning the vehicle to you. That is their goal. The next time your vehicle needs quality transmission service, give Charlie a call at 262-251-7777 or visit autotransdesign.com.
Adams Towing offers expert heavy-duty towing services for the entire state of Wisconsin. From their Plover headquarters. Since 1961, 3 generations of heavy-duty towing specialists and racing supporters have provided towing, flatbed, and reload service, plus winching and upright, long boom service, truck starting, and cleanup. Adams Towing proudly sponsors Ryan Farrell's Super Late Model team. Put Adams Towing and their experienced team and their fleet of heavy-duty tow trucks and rollbacks to work for you. Call Adams Towing today at 715-344-3836.
427-1000 American Foundation. Cracks and leaks in your basement, have no fears. We've been fixing those things for over 60 years. Trust and dedication, that's American Foundation.
Call American right now for huge savings.
427-1000 American Foundation.
When we decided to get our crack-leaky basement done, I am so glad we called American Foundation. It gave us a sense of confidence, and it gave us our basement back.
And it was the right choice.
Thank you very much. American Foundation Specialist has been fixing basements since 1947. Satisfied customers are the future at American. Call American for huge savings at
427-1000 American Foundation.
Precise Auto and Truck Accessories is your one-stop shop when it comes to adding style and functionality to your vehicles. Owner and late model racer Mike Grunberg has 15 years of experience installing window tinting, cat skin leather, seat heaters and seat coolers. There's a million accessories available. Ladder racks, trailer hitches, detailing, remote starters, and more. Precise Auto and Truck Accessories in Wisconsin Dells is a WeatherTech Diamond dealer. Bring your vehicle to the trusted guy, Mike Grunberg at Precise Auto and Truck Accessories.
The Racing Roundup Show is dedicated to showcasing grassroots racers and national stars of our sport. If you're a fan of NASCAR, four-wheel, two-wheel, road racing, drag racing, or the short track scene, you are in the right place. Welcome back to the Racing Roundup Show.
And that's the voice of Dean Strom, who we'll hear on the public address system. No, we won't. We'll actually hear him on the stream next week. Track TV is covering the races at Wisconsin International Raceway on Tuesday night, August 5th. We're doing our front of the house show again there at the front gate. Thanks to our friends at Benson Valley Bourbon and presented by Oak Creek Automotive. We were live at the front gate next Tuesday night about 5:30 or so. When the drivers are done qualifying, we're having them on the show at the front gate at the races next Tuesday. Join us in Kaukauna. And Dean and I will be on the call for the Track TV coverage of the race. If you can't make it, we'd love to see you there in person and support short track racing. This portion of our Racing Roundup program tonight is brought to you by the Midwest Truck Series. They're in action next Tuesday in the Dixieland Delight 35. They're supported by Epic Media and Wagner Automotive. Congrats to Oak Creek Automotive. Benson Valley Bourbon sponsor James Swan on his first win of the season in the Howie Little Classic Friday night at Madison International Speedway. We'll be there when the Truck Series races next this coming Tuesday, Wisconsin International Raceway. On Tuesday, August 5th. For all the latest news and series information, stay tuned to our show or log on to the series website, MidwestTruckSeries.com. It's also time to remind you again to set your DVRs or watch live Milwaukee's only motorsports TV show, the Racing Roundup Show. Our TV show every Saturday morning at 11:30 a.m. Central Time on CW18 Milwaukee. You can also watch it live online anywhere in the world at CW18Milwaukee.com. It's carved out of our Tuesday shows, including the In the Groove race highlights with Bill Holland, which again will be featuring tonight. A lot of great racing, so make sure you check that out on Saturdays as well as on Tuesdays for Bill Holland's In the Groove. It's time now for the Bonafide Security Solutions Short Track Report for cameras and alarm systems for your home or business, programmed card access, custom-made security doors, on-call locksmith work, and more. It's a lock. Support the racers at Team Bonafide by calling 262-790-9400 or go online to bonafidesafe.com. Bonafide protects what you value. We're also going to have a Bonafide Security Solutions Short Track night 2 weeks from now. Is that 2 weeks? Yeah, 2 weeks, August 12th. We're going to be live at Danny Lynch's. So that's another thing to keep in mind on our calendar, on our schedule page, racingroundupshow.com. Last night's first ever visit to Wilmot Raceway, I was there. Greg Lapine was there. Itch was there for the World of Outlaws Dirt Late Models. They did not disappoint. We talked to point leader Bobby Pierce on last week's show when he confirmed his last Wilmot race win was 2016. He came up one spot short last night. He started in the front row, got the second, but had nothing for Ryan Gustin, who started up front. I watched in the pit grandstands, and it was interesting to see the different line searching lines that Pierce and Dennis Erb were doing specifically. Two Illinois drivers trying to race in front of kind of a home crowd. They got up to the top five at the end of it, but man, it was kind of fun to see them search around the dirt track at Wilmot Raceway last night. Kudos to Mitch McGrath and Turk Letizia for joining the World of Outlaw Late Models. They competed in the feature event as well. Nick Hoffman tangled with Mitch McGrath in the heat race. Both were able to get back in the good graces for the feature. But Nick Hoffman and our guest 2 weeks ago, Jake Tim, did not have the best of nights. Finished outside the top 15 and a struggle to get around the Kenosha County Fairgrounds Oval. Brendan Mertez raced his Monte Carlo from 10th to the win in street stocks. I chatted with recent show guest Joel Crowbridge in the pits before the race. He's racing for points in the modifieds at Wilmot Raceway. He was 3 points behind Steve Mueller before the night started. Steve had an issue in his heat race. Joel Crowbridge won his heat race, but it was Joel Crowbridge DNFing in the feature, and Steve ended up getting his car fixed and finished 7th. So that point battle continues at Wilmot Raceway with just a few points nights left, and it's going to be interesting. Joe Henefeld won the modified feature. During the Kenosha County Fair race at Wilmot Raceway, that's next up. It's Wednesday night, August 13th. Wednesday night, August 13th, racing during the fair, Kenosha County Fairgrounds. A reported return of former track champ Chris Carlson, set to guest drive a modified that night, which also includes street stocks, wing crates, and wing crate sprints, CK Contractors, LLC, supports our coverage of Wilmot Raceway and the Wisconsin Wingless Sprint Series for lot clearing of brush and debris, lot grading, Lake Michigan shore restoration, pond building, and more. See the professionals, the racers with Chris Klemko at ckcontractorsllc.com. Adam Taylor held off Zach Radart to win his 5th Wisconsin Wingless feature of the season. They raced twice at Plymouth. He's won them both at the Plymouth Dirt Track Saturday night. Kevin Carnets captured the 360 Sprint main at Plymouth. Past show guest Matt Urban of Milwaukee raced to the B-Mod win, and Nick Schumacher of Eagle was the Grand Nationals feature winner. The racing this Saturday night at Plymouth features the MSA 360s, IRA Lightning Sprints, Grand Nationals, and B-Mods. Brian Shirley, he was racing last night at Wilmot. He won the big 100-lap dirt late model Prairie Dirt Classic in Fairbury, Illinois. Bobby Pierce had had second place in mind and maybe the lead, but as he came to a restart inside of Shirley's car, he said the car stalled as he went from the gas to the brake and trying to stay even with Shirley, tapped the brake, got back on the gas, the car stalled. He literally got sideways in front of the field. A lot of cars wadded up. That was on lap 85 of 100. It cost Pierce the race, cost a few other guys a lot of damage as well. As again, he's just trying to stay even with Shirley, not jump him on the restart with 15 to go, but that did end Pierce's night, and Shirley went on to collect the big check. Our Dean Strom and Ryan Farrell were on the call on Track TV's Friday night call during the Howie Lotto Classic ASA Midwest Tour race if you weren't there. You can check it out on Track TV anytime as a recurring on-demand footage. You can see that. Great race. They also raced the Midwest Truck Series at Madison International Speedway Friday night. I'm going to tease you now because we have full coverage of the race in Bill Holland's In the Groove segment yet to come on this program. Winners Saturday night at Dells Raceway Park were point leader Matt Pate and NASCAR Modifieds. Tyler Vincentich closed to within 31 points of the lead after winning the Bandits feature. Mike Litchfield set fast time, started ninth, and was victorious in the 50-lap late model feature on Saturday night at DRP. It was Mason Colmus topping the Wisconsin Sport Trucks, Scott Elighter in the Sixer Nation Street Stocks, and Rick Riedig-Techman scored the clean sweep in the American Super Cups. Our Dells Raceway Park coverage is brought to you by Diamond Wheels, your destination for stock car, road racing, autocross, dirt track, and off-road beadlock wheels, custom chrome finish wheels, and more. Their website is diamondracingwheels.com. I'd like to encourage you to join the racing crowd on Labor Day weekend at Dells Raceway Park. The Jim Sauter Classic 200 ASA Midwest Tour race is Saturday night, August 30th, with the Labor Day of Doom the next day, Sunday, August 31st on Labor Day weekend. This Saturday night is Truck Country Night at DRP with a full racing program with 5 NASCAR weekly divisions. Tom Charles 430 racing at 6. They have a sale going on tickets if you buy them in advance at DellsRacewayPark.com. Dennis Prunty raced to victory in the Slinger Super Speedway Super Late Model feature as he pocketed the $7,500 Wegner bonus by winning with a Wegner Automotive LS engine in his car on Kyle Wegner Memorial Night Sunday night. We'll present the Super Late Model action in tonight's In the Groove with Bill Holland a little later on. Brady Held won again in Slinger's Sportsman. Congrats to Ricky Gebhardt for his Slinger Bees feature win. And to Gracie Flanagan, the best of the High School Racing Association once again at Slinger. Our coverage of Slinger Speedway happenings is brought to you by Ricardo's Pizza. Order the best at ricardosgreendale.com. Ricardo's Pizza takes pride in their dough, made fresh daily, fresh produce, signature sauces, and the best Wisconsin cheeses. It's really good. This Sunday night at Slinger is Kids Night and the Rockstar Russ Thrill Show with bikes, backpacks, race car body panels, and other giveaways. I don't think it'll win Morgan's race car panel. That's too important. But we're going to talk to Morgan Zerwinski next about how she's going to race to the victory on Kids Night this coming Sunday. Gates open at 5, racing at 6:30. Kids ages 0 to 12 are admitted free, and we have tickets to give away tonight after a show as well to Slinger's Sunday Night Racing. The Badger Midgets joined the Legends Direct $10,000 to win 2-day show at Beaver Dam that we previewed last Tuesday on the program. Parker Jones won both midget features on Friday and Saturday night. Friday was kind of the tune-up, a complete show. Saturday was the big feature event, the big deal. 60 of the country's best Dirt Legends cars raced and signed in Friday and Saturday night with the Minion Man, Preston Martin from North Dakota, winning the A-Main Saturday night, pocketed the 10 grand. He really had high praise for the Midwest Legends Dirt Series, so congrats to everybody involved. They're getting that Beaver Dam Raceway race event in. They also ran with the IRA Bumper to Bumper Outlaw Sprint Series on Saturday night, so a lot of things going on. And Preston said in an interview after the race, hey, it was a 2-hour teardown. I get it. Want to make sure we're all legit and legal. He was good, but he had something else in mind. He had to chase back to North Dakota to race on Sunday night. He got kind of the car put back together, he told us, in this interview that I saw offline. He headed back home to North Dakota to race. He got to the track just in time to line up for his heat race, won that, said a lot of things were flapping on the car. They got it buttoned down, and he ended up winning the feature Sunday night too. So he cashed on that feature after bagging the 10 grand at Beaver Dam in Wisconsin. Hey, the Bumper to Bumper IRA Outlaw Sprints, as I talked about, joined in on Little Beaver on Saturday night with defending series champ Scotty Thiel climbing the tail tank with his son Wyatt to wave the the checkered flag above the wing. Thiel went back-to-back in feature wins. He did it again on Sunday night in the IRA Outlaw Sprints at Angel Park Speedway in Sun Prairie. Oak Creek Automotive sponsor Logan Julian logged another top 5 finish there. Also in action Sunday night at Angel Park in Sun Prairie were the Mighty Badger Midgets, and on a salute to Brian Kopinski night, a friend of our show, who's now passed on, highlighted by the 6-car Dash for Dean. My friend Dean Billings and his family, Dean passed away last year, about a year ago. And in memory of Dean, they had a 6-car, 6-lap dash. The top 2 finishers in the heat races locked into the dash, Paid $1,000 to win. Everybody got paid something, and Parker Jones collected that big check too. But all 6 drivers got paid, and the support of the buildings received. The family also provided cases of beer to each race winner. That's kind of an old tradition at Angel Park. And 3 new right rear tires were handed out to Hoosier excuse me. 3 new right rear Hoosier tires were awarded to Badger Midget racers, not the winners, just different racers throughout the night. So it's kind of cool, including LD's Barbecue sponsor Tommy Colburn. They all got fresh Hoosier tires from the support the Billings family brought to the races on Sunday night. Parker Jones in the feature at Angel Park. What has he done lately? That's his 8th win in a row in the Badger Midget Series. There's a $2,000 bounty on his head. Parker Jones is still winning races. This Saturday, the Badger Midgets race at Eagle River Speedway. Jordan Goldsberry, Joel Myers, and Jake Newman finished 1, 2, 3 on Friday night's IRA Outlaw Sprints feature back at Mississippi Thunder Speedway, near La Crosse. Danny Schlafer of Schlafer's Auto Body finished 12th. Got some two motor issues throughout the weekend. USAC Open Wheel full-timer Justin Grant suffered a broken left foot in a grinding crash during the sprint car features Saturday night at Lawrenceburg Speedway during Indiana Sprint Week. Well, guess what? They fit the car. It's either a handbrake or what is being used by Ira Saunders' son, who's been paralyzed in a motorcycle accident. He's racing a sprint car now with basically a motorcycle hand control for what you do for a brake on a motorcycle. They didn't know if they're doing the handbrake or the handbrake on the wheel status for Justin Grant, who's racing tonight, of course, at Kokomo, as he races full-time in the USAC Sprint Car, Midget, and Silver Crown series across the country. Thursday night races at Wisconsin International Raceway were rained out. Our WIR coverage is brought to you by Ken's Sports in Kaukauna and Green Bay. We're heading that way next Tuesday night. Ken's Sports is Wisconsin's largest power sports dealer, home of the best names in fun, new and used. 2 wheels are on the road, trail riding or on the water. Visit kensports.com or kensportsgreenbay.com. This Tuesday, just announced, NASCAR star Eric Jones is racing with the ASA Midwest Tour at the racetrack itself. You'll see him racing the Gander 250 at WIR in Kaukauna. It's the first time he's raced with the ASA Midwest Tour since racing in this event back in 2022. It's going to be a great night of racing with the Midwest Truck Series, the ASA Midwest Tour. And we're doing our Benson Valley Bourbon Roadshow at Front Gate about 5:30 or so. So it's going to be a great night of racing thanks to our friends at Benson Valley Bourbon and Oak Creek Automotive. We hope to see you there. This Saturday, catch our TV show. Lots going on, a lot of coverage. As a matter of fact, our guest interview right now, no pressure. We're going to put this on the TV show. You ready for this? Here we go in 3, 2, 1. Welcome to the Racing Roundup Show. Glad to have you with us on this program. We're joined now by a lady racer that's been racing at Slinger Super Speedway for a while now, racing now currently in the Slinger Bees division. Morgan Zerwinski, welcome to the Racing Roundup Show. How are you?
I'm great. Thanks for having me.
Thanks for bringing the car down. Thanks for bringing Mom and Dad down. It's got to be cool knowing that you're mid-season here. You're racing every Sunday at Slinger Speedway, and you got to have time to shine it up and bring it to us. Thanks for bringing the car tonight.
Thank you. Thank you for having me. It's great to have us. My Super B is out there today because we race 2 cars, both the B and the Super B. So Super B is out there today.
For those who don't know, there's 2 4-cylinder classes. They're Bs and Super Bs. What's the difference?
So the Bs have to be completely stock. And then the Super Bs can have a little bit more, and they can have Hoosier tires.
They're faster.
They are faster.
How much
yes.
faster?
So we can run a 15.0 in the regular Bs, and I'm running about a 14.0 in the Super Bs right now.
Okay, so are they ever racing at the same night?
Yeah, this Sunday I'll be racing back-to-back in both divisions.
Okay, so keep in mind that this is a 4-cylinder car, and there's 25 other cars on the track with you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Do you ever get confused on which one you're in because it's a second faster a lap and everybody's going that fast too?
No, the 2 cars are very different.
Okay.
So you just jump in one, get used to that, and jump in the other one and get used to that one too.
How long have you been racing the Super B or the Bs at Slinger?
Last year was my first year in the regular Bs, and then this year is the first year in the Super Bs. I'm running both the B and Super B this year, where last year I just ran the B for the first year.
And the thing about the Slinger Bs, it was a single class, but then guys and gals got really good and fast, and now there's a breakout like bracket racing. You go too fast, they give you what, 1 warning?
No
you get a
warnings.
black flag, that's it. No warnings.
No warnings.
If you go faster than a 15.0, you're told, you're done.
Yep.
You're going too fast.
Black
Go to the other
flagged.
class. Yeah?
Yep.
So there's points on the line for that, too, to kind of keep that in mind.
Yes.
All right. So I do want to tell you that Morgan has been involved at Slinger Speedway, not just in Slinger Bs, but what's called the Memorial Go-Karts. And this is something that was started a while back now, but it really has brought you to racing cars at Slinger. What is the Memorial Go-Kart division that you started racing at Slinger in?
Yeah, so I started racing with Memorial Go-Kart about 5-6 years ago. and it brings young kids into racing. So you can start at the age of 7 and go up until the age of 18. So I aged out at the age of 18, but I've been mentoring and helping with lineups and crew ever since then. And it took 2 years of convincing of just mentoring and doing that stuff until I could get into the cars. It took a lot.
Who'd you have to convince?
My parents. Both my dad was a little more easy to convince than mom was. Mom was a little leery in the beginning. She said it was either college or racing, but I picked both. So.
All right, and by the way, congratulations. Morgan is a recent college graduate, Bachelor of Science, right, in sports medicine?
Yep, correct. Yeah.
And there's more on the horizon, right?
Yes. I go back end of August to get my master's in athletic training.
Wow.
So.
All while balancing this, all working on 2 race cars, not just one.
Yep.
Wow. That's kind of exciting.
A little busy, yeah.
How do you balance all that? I know you took off of work tonight to be here. Thank you.
Yes.
How do you balance all of that? Do you just kind of have a day planner? Like, okay, what am I doing today? Working in the car for 3 hours, working for 12 hours, working.
Yeah, I have a Google Calendar that is very full of pretty much down to the 15 minutes of what I'm doing every day. So.
When you get to racing, and I know there's families involved in Slinger Bees racing. They've been doing it for a long time. You're now among them, now racing 2 classes. What's it like racing now for points against guys and gals that have done this longer than you have? What's that been like a learning curve for this year for you?
Yeah, it's definitely a learning curve. Like, not all, everybody's very kind on the track. I was worried in the beginning that it's considered a so-called guy sport. But so coming in, I was a little nervous. But everybody's been super welcoming. Like, they've come with open arms to us female drivers, including me, and I've loved it. It's definitely a learning curve coming from go-karts to that. I had to learn stick in 5 minutes in the Slinger Speedway pits before I could get on the track. So
did they hear you like through the
Oh,
gears?
yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
all right, just checking.
Yeah, quite a bit of stalling. But between my parents and Rick Schaefer being there, it was great. We learned how to drive stick, and then they're like, okay, just go on the track. You'll be good.
All right.
So.
That's kind of like swimming without any sort of swim fins or anything. You just go.
Yeah, it worked out. Last year was a little rough still on the stick, but this year we're getting it a little better.
Well, I know that when it's go time, the Slinger Bees, when you get on the racetrack, it seems like they don't slow down. You guys, you just go.
Yeah.
That's got to be something to adjust to as well.
Yes.
Mobile go-karts, if you don't know, are very safe. They're smaller karts, of course, and they don't go super fast. There's a different course on the track, and there's teams, so you kind of have your turn, right?
Yep.
You don't have any of that now.
No.
You got to go.
Yes. Especially on the back-to-back nights when you're jumping in one car, out of one car. You basically just have to leave the helmet, Hans, and suit on, jump in one car, jump in the other car. But yeah, with the go-karts, they have teams. So sometimes they're switching kids out between races. But it's just me, the cart, or the car. And my parents are there to help. My boyfriend, Austin, is there to help. Rick Schaefer's there to help. So we have lots of helping hands, which is very needed.
Yeah, for sure. I also see that our friend Matt Wandry, who races against you in the Bees, he's second in points, you're 7th. He's here tonight to support you.
Yes.
That's kind of cool.
Yes.
Good camaraderie.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. Yeah, he's been a great support. He's very kind and supporting on the track as well. It's been a good race with him, and yeah, he came out to support me tonight too. So
the one thing we'd like to do on the show is not only just highlight the racers that get to go racing with their family and their crew and their friends, but also the sponsors that make your team possible, right?
Yes.
You got people that helping you.
Oh, for
Who are
sure.
some of those sponsors?
Yeah, so we have Coots Heating and Cooling, Looking Great Lawn and Landscaping, PMF Landscaping, Lindsay Zangle, Wayne's Drive-In, House of Heilemans, Keys Marina, KP Repair Service and Fabrications, Land and Stone Realty, Mindy Reason, Performance Motorsports, Art and Dawn Hahn, Aaron Bull, Scott Groff. Of course, my parents are there helping and supporting me. My boyfriend Austin is there helping and supporting me, as well as Rick Schaefer. Our cars would not be the same or even functioning if it wasn't for Rick Schaefer. We literally, anytime there's a problem or we have a question or anything, he's our first first guy to go to.
So if you have an issue, you just drive right to Rick. Wherever he's standing in the pitch,
Pretty
you just
much.
drive right to him saying, hey,
Yes.
what do you think?
Yep. Yeah. Anytime anything happens, we're like, Rick, we need you.
Yeah, right. Hey, so this Sunday is Kids Night at Slinger Super Speedway. Kids 12 and under free. It's the Rockstar Rush Thrill Show. You're going to enjoy immensely that the Slinger Bees and Slinger Super Bees are racing. Where can we find you on social between now and Sunday when we want a bunch of people to come see you after the races?
Yeah, so I'm on Facebook, which is Morgan Zerwinski Racing on Facebook. And then I'm also on YouTube at Zerwinski Racing there as well. Where
Lots of
I
content.
post. Yep.
That's the fancy word, content, but it's great to have you here.
Thank
Thanks
you
for bringing
for
the car,
having me.
your parents, and bringing the car down, and it means a lot that you're here on the show. We wish you the best of luck.
Thank you. It's been an honor.
How about a big hand for Morgan Zerwinski, everybody? Joining us here on the Racing Roundup Show. We do our show every Tuesday in front of a live audience. Check our schedule page, racingroundupshow.com, to join us on a Tuesday evening. And we'll be right back with more on this edition of the Racing Roundup Show. Stay tuned.
Join the racing crowd every Tuesday night at 6 p.m. Central all season long. Contact us on our website, racingroundupshow.com. We'll be right back with more of the Upper Midwest and Wisconsin racing scene, NASCAR, and the world of motorsports.
The Gravely Mower Series at Olson Outdoor Power is raising the bar on performance with smarter controls, longer run times, and more comfort. Add in layaway and financing from Olson's, and there's no lawn you can't conquer. Buy the best from the best. Gravely at Olson's Outdoor Power, Muskego.
This Saturday at Dell's Raceway Park, it's Truck Country Night. See 5 exciting divisions of racing action featuring the NASCAR Weekly Late Models in a 50-lap feature event. Fan gates open at 3, qualifying 4:30, green flag racing at 6. Get your advance tickets online now at DellsRacewayPark.com. Dell's Raceway Park, located 2 miles west of I-90-94 at exit 85, just off Highway 12. Dell's Raceway Park, Wisconsin's best racing entertainment.
Jiffy Lube has locations across Wisconsin to serve you. Visit jiffylube.com to locate your store and to find the latest coupons and promotional offers. You're greeted by a friendly and knowledgeable staff. Grab a water or coffee and know you and your vehicle are in good hands. Windshield wipers, new tires, and alignments are a few of the many services offered. Jiffy Lube proudly features Pennzoil. There's a whole lot more than no appointment drive-up oil changes at Jiffy Lube. Welcome to personalized car care. Wisconsin race fans, find your store at jiffylube.com.
Organize like the pros with Hefner Racing Products. Take your trailer to the next level. Upgrade your garage, streamline your shop. Whether you're tearing up the track or tackling home projects, Hefner Racing Products has you covered with the best made and widest variety of organizational accessories made right here in Wisconsin. Shop online now at hrpracing.com.
The Gravely Mower Series at Olson Outdoor Power is raising the bar on performance with smarter controls, longer run times, and more comfort. Add in layaway and financing from Olson's, and there's no lawn you can't conquer. Buy the best from the best. Gravely at Olson's Outdoor Power, Muskego.
Check out our website, racingroundupshow.com, to watch show archives, see photos from decades of our program, and links to support our awesome show advertisers. Now let's get back to more of the Racing Roundup Show.
Welcome back to our program. Again, we'll have a fun time with you next Tuesday. We're going to be live at the Kaukauna, Wisconsin racetrack called Wisconsin International Raceway. It's a big Midwest Truck Series night. They're sponsored in part by Nora's Tavern. I want to tell you that our coverage on the show is made possible by the Midwest Truck Series and many other great sponsors. We also want to thank our friends at BMR Electric Carts in Random Lake. Icon e-bikes go 25 miles per hour and can go 40 miles between charges. And BMRE is now selling gas-powered golf carts, e-bikes, and scooters too. Your choice of colors and options. Brad Miller is Wisconsin's only Icon gas and electric cart dealer. Check out their Facebook page, BMRE Electric Carts Company. I saw Bradley last night briefly at Wilmot Raceway, hanging out with his friends in the stands, the Swans and the Storms. So hi to everybody. We had a bunch of racing fun last night at Wilmot Raceway. Hey, it's time for the Interstate Batteries of Southeast Wisconsin NASCAR report. Interstate batteries are outrageously dependable and are the #1 replacement battery in North America. Interstate is a founding sponsor of Joe Gibbs Racing. Visit interstatebatteries.com to find a dealer and any kind of battery you need near you. Last night, while racing in a big block modified in Quebec, NASCAR Truck Series full-time driver Stuart Friesen was seriously injured in a violent crash. Friesen's wife posted a message that he has multiple fractures in his pelvis and broke his right leg, both requiring surgery. Friesen has been transported to a bigger hospital He's actually been racing his big block dirt modified for as long as he's been racing in NASCAR, and prior to that, he's got a lot of big wins in a big block modified, but a horrific crash sent him flying in the air, landing on the backstretch wall. Car started on fire, landed on the racetrack. As he was coming down, he got clipped by another car. Gruesome, but glad to hear that he was awake and alert and talking to the safety team before he was transported. But our thoughts and prayers are with the Stuart Friesen family and his recovery. In Sunday's Brickyard 400, Bubba Wallace held off Kyle Larson on the second overtime race restart to win in Indy. It was Wallace's third of his career, and comes in 2 weeks. Comes in week 2 of his team and his team not being a chartered team in NASCAR. They're an open team right now, so they're moving out of that. They're losing out on that for now while legal things happen. He also ended a 100 race winless streak. Denny Hamlin got the kiss the bricks as the team owner. He was in a backup car after a practice crash. He was third at the finish line, so he joined his team driver there. Ford teammates Ryan Preece and Brad Keselowski finished 4th and 5th. William Byron's Chevy ran out of fuel and dropped from 3rd to 16th by the finish line. Slinger, Wisconsin resident Josh Bilicki raced yet in another Brickyard 400, but unfortunately electrical issues halted his efforts, and he was scored 34th. Connor Zilich on Saturday, he won again. Third race in a row, this time recording Junior Motorsports' 100th NASCAR Xfinity Series victory. Franklin, Wisconsin, Sam Mayer started from the pole position, led the first 32 laps, and finished second again for the third time this season with his Haas Ford Mustang. The complexion of the race changed on lap 87, 13 laps after Justin Allgaier made it stick with an outside pass on Kyle Larson to take the lead. Entering turn 1 on lap 87, however, Larson's car broke loose under Allgaier's, which turned a Little Gator's car up into the fence and out of the race. Austin Hill and Eric Almirola tangled. No word as of yet. The penalty may have come down since our last check online, but first Almirola nudged what we claim was a slower car that Hill was driving off turn 4. Almirola passed Hill, but entering turn 1, Hill's front bumper made contact with Almirola's right rear quarter panel, which sent Almirola's car up the banks of the track and hard on the outside wall. Hill was parked by NASCAR on pit road for 5 laps for rough driving. Ryan Landers, Parker Retzlaff 14th, Josh Bilicki 19th in the finish order, both on lead lap. Defending NASCAR Craftsman Truck Series champ Ty Majeski of Neenah was looking forward to going back to win at a track he's won twice before, the small track in Indy, Indianapolis Raceway Park. They raced Friday night. Ty raced the 5th on Friday night. His ThorSport teammate and Wausau resident Luke Fenhouse finished 12th. They both were moved up one spot after Stuart Friesen's third-place finish in the truck race was disallowed due to the front-end height being too low on his Tundra. Lane Riggs dominated the 200-lap race, led 160 of 200 laps, I think it was. Corey Day, driver of the Spire Motorsports number 7, was second ahead of Corey Heim, Enfinger, and Majeski. Heim, the regular season champion. I worked Friday night's ARCA race at IRP. Was before the truck race. Man, it was hot. It was hot all day in the sunshine. The sun was setting. It didn't matter. It was still hot. Brent Cruz raced off to his second win in 4 races this year while driving Joe Gibbs Racing number 18. Butterbean Queen had a solid run, but late in the race, the point leader didn't have enough speed. Both Cruz and Toyota, the Toyota of Lawless Allen, had better runs, and they passed him and beat him. Quinn finished third. Third place behind him, Isabella Robusto scored her second straight top 5 and 4th. The best of the 6 female racers in the 35-car field. Next up for the NASCAR Xfinity and Cup and ARCA Series is Iowa Speedway. I'll be there this Friday working with the NASCAR Productions crew on the ARCA and FS1 coverage, which starts at 6 p.m. Central Time. Saturday on CW18 on the CW Network on Saturday afternoon. Tune in for the Xfinity Series race at 3:30 p.m. our time. And this Sunday is the first race now on the new networks for the rest of the year. It's either USA or NBC. It starts this Sunday. It'll be 2:30 afternoon on USA Network. I think there's only 4 on NBC. The majority of the Cup races from now to the finish of the season in Phoenix is on USA Network, including this Sunday. This weekend is a highly anticipated Motul Sports Car Grand Prix featuring IMSA at Road America. Nearly 20 manufacturers, elite sports cars, and an open paddock, along with the best track food and merchandise that are all great enticements to get to America's National Park of Speed this weekend. Friday is practice and qualifying day. Saturday morning, campers will be awakened at 8 a.m. with the Single Mark Mustang Challenge race, with races all morning long leading up to the 12:15 fan autograph session in the paddock. Drivers at their haulers. It's amazing. You got to check it out. 12:15 Saturday, the autograph session in the paddock with all the drivers racing in the WeatherTech Sports Car Challenge. Green flag for the Saturday race is the big one. It's the 2-hour IMSA Michelin Pilot Challenge race. That goes off at 2:05. Then WeatherTech Championship qualifying rounds out the afternoon starting at 4:40 p.m. for all classes in 4 straight sessions. Sunday morning, grab your cup of coffee if you're in the campgrounds. Wake up at 8:20 with the second Mustang Challenge race of the weekend. Lamborghini's on track at 9:35. Porsche Carrera Cup at 10:30. The almost hour-long fan walk, that's another must-do when you're there. It's on Sunday before the big race. That's scheduled to open up right about noontime, a little before. Almost an hour you can get out there among the cars, among the drivers, on the grid. It's a 2-hour and 40-minute race that's supposed to go off at 1:10 p.m. with the fan walk. Man, it's really cool. You need to be there. And recently, next year, the Road America IMSA event will be a 6-hour endurance race, and you can get a really good deal on some tickets. Just announced, Road America is offering a deal on 2026 IndyCar tickets, 4 days, $140. Pretty cool deal. I want to remind you there's a remaining schedule of Road America's 70th season in 2025 includes August 15th through 17th, GT World Challenge America. September 12th through 14th, Aaron's Art on Wheels Vintage Weekend. And October 3rd through 5th, one of my favorite events. I worked 7 of these, 3 of them at Road America, the 61st running of the SCCA National Championship Runoffs. That's the best amateurs in the country coming together to race at Road America for basically contingencies and a big old badge saying, I'm the best of the best. Check out roadamerica.com for all the details. It's a really cool event, and it's going to be neat to see how that plays out. Again, IndyCar tickets on sale now. 4 days for the 2026 event. 4 days event, just $140 for all 4 days, and you got to be there by September 1st to get that deal. Go to roadamerica.com for that. I'm heading to Iowa this Thursday, as I talked about. Hopefully, I get there in time to go to Knoxville. Never been to Knoxville. I want to go Thursday night. It's the first night of the 360 Nationals qualifying night, so I hope I get to check that out before work on Friday at Iowa Speedway and head back this way. 1 week from tonight, I'd like to remind you again, August 5th, it's our annual trip to Kaukauna for a live Benson Valley Bourbon Road Show at the front gate. We're going to start that early, about 5:30 or so. Thanks to our friends at Oak Creek Automotive for taking part in the sponsorship of that before we go racing with a bunch of racers on the Racing Roundup Show. If you can't make it, the Gander Auto Group 250 Midwest Tour race and the Dixieland Delight 35 truck race will be carried on Track TV, tracktv.com. Find out how to find out more there and subscribe and have a 30-month issue or a year-long subscription. You got it. Really cool. See a bunch of archival stuff there as well. And still to come, coverage of the Howie Little Classic and the Carl Widener Memorial Races from Madison and Slinger and Bill Helens in the Groove, exclusively on the Racing Roundup program. When we come back, we're going to come back with our Anderson's Maple Syrup Racing Spotlight driver. He's been winning a bunch of races, racing all over the upper Midwest. Cole Thomas is our guest next on the Racing Roundup Show. Stay tuned.
Thanks for tuning in to the Racing Roundup Show. Check out our website, racingroundup.show.com, and like our show on Facebook. Join us on Twitter and Instagram at Racing Roundup. We're coming right back after these messages from our awesome show sponsor.
Adams Towing offers expert heavy-duty towing services for the entire state of Wisconsin from their Plover headquarters. Since 1961, 3 generations of heavy-duty towing specialists and racing supporters have provided towing, flatbed, and reload service, plus winching and upright, long boom service, truck starting, and cleanup. Adams Towing proudly sponsors Ryan Farrell's Super Late Model team. Put Adams Towing and their experienced team and their fleet of heavy-duty tow trucks and rollbacks to work for you. Call Adams Towing today at 715-344-3836.
Danny Lynch's at the corner of Highway 100 and Lincoln is a great place to watch NASCAR races, Packer games, Brewer games, and to meet up with your friends. Joey and Jim Lynch pride themselves on their friendly hospitality and welcome Racing Roundup listeners to stop in to watch all the races on their 14 TVs and flat screens. Danny Lynch's at the corner of Highway 100 and Lincoln has been a longtime supporter of racers, including National Road Racing Motorcycle Champion Dan Volansky. Relax around the big neighborhood bar with 2 pool tables and dartboards surrounded by TVs. Whether you're meeting up before the game, want to watch the races with race fans, or just want to grab a cold one, head to Danny Lynch's at the corner of Highway 100 Lincoln and West Dallas.
427-1000 American Foundation.
When your foundation is in need of repair, you need 3 things: an honest opinion, quality work, and fair prices. Call American.
Trust and dedication. That's American Foundation.
Call American right now for huge savings.
427-1000 American Foundation.
Bobby Gutnick and the technicians at Oak Creek Automotive on South 27th Street in Drexel are experts in automotive repair. For 35 years and counting, the Napa Certified Car Care Center at Oak Creek Automotive handles emission testing, tires, and complete auto, truck, and SUV repair. From oil changes to transmission replacement. 414-761-3250 to schedule your free inspection appointment. For all your vehicle repair needs, head to South 27th and Drexel to the experts at Oak Creek Automotive.
Hey there, this is Leon from LD's Barbecue, open Wednesday through Sunday in East Troy. Not only do we serve your favorites every day, but we also provide catering for graduations, weddings, office parties, and more. Stop in and try our award-winning food, sauces, and rubs. Check us out on Facebook for daily specials. LD's Barbecue in East Troy. Remember, we'll smoke your butt.
Like our show on Facebook and share our content with other race fans. We hope to see you at one of our upcoming shows, too. Join racers, other race fans, and win prizes. Now let's get back to more of the Racing Roundup Show.
Welcome out to our program on this Tuesday evening. Hang out inside Polly's Pub and Eatery, the air-conditioned wonder that it is. We're back here on August 19th. Until then, we're on the road with some Benson Valley Bourbon Road shows. First is Kaukauna, Wisconsin, next Tuesday. And August 12th, join us for Bonafide Security Solutions Night at Danny Lynch's at the corner of Lincoln and Highway 100. So we're like having a lot of fun on the road with a bunch of race fans, different places we need to go, and certainly some people we want to thank for being part of our 41st season of the Racing Roundup program. I'd like to thank and recognize them and encourage you to support them. Check out their logos out on our website, racingroundupshow.com. Click on it, go right to their website and support them, please, including Elk Creek Automotive, Badger Kart Club, Auto Trans Design in Germantown, Dells Raceway Park, Bonafide Security Solutions, Anglers Bar and Grill and Campground in Fremont, the Midwest Truck Series, and CK Contractors, LLC. Just some of the great people bringing our program to you every Tuesday evening. We are ready to go with another segment you'll see this Saturday on CW18 Milwaukee in 3, 2, 1. Welcome back to the Racing Roundup Show. We're now time for our Anderson's Pure Maple Syrup Driver Spotlight. We spotlight a driver that we have on our program each and every week thanks to our friends at Anderson's Pure Maple Syrup. They sponsor Jason Gross at a Modified. They sponsor World of Outlaw racer Bill Baylog. You can find it in your favorite grocer's aisle. You also can find Anderson's Pure Fuel maple syrup, which is really energy on the go, in pouches that really help athletes across the globe get a little boost of energy as they get through their marathons, like our Dean Strom does in those hand cycling marathons. Takes along some Andersons along just for that little extra push, getting over those hills. It really gets him going, and it's great to know Anderson's is a proud sponsor. Wisconsin company, 95 years of syrup perfection. Visit Anderson'sPureMapleSyrup.com. Welcome back to the Racing Roundup program. We're glad to have you with us. Anderson's Pure Maple Syrup Spotlight driver this week is Cole Thomas. Drives a Modified, sitting right out front. It's a busy schedule for him, so let's give a big hand for Cole Thomas joining us here tonight on the Racing Roundup Show. Thanks, Cole.
Thank you for having me.
We're hanging out here in front of a live audience. We're getting a chance to see your car parked right out here at Polly's. Thank you for bringing the car.
Yeah, no problem.
I know it's been a busy summer for you.
Oh, yeah.
Where have you raced lately, Cole?
Well, Sunday we just got back from our first trip to Dubuque. That was kind of tough, but pretty much all over. I mean, we've been to Gravity Park, Plymouth, 141, The Hill. We went to the Frostbusters in the beginning of the year in Iowa. That was Marshalltown and Boone. Yeah, if there's dirt on it, we're racing at it.
It's amazing to know how busy you are and how many options you have.
Oh, yeah. Anywhere we want.
How do you figure out your schedule even a week to week?
I don't know. You got to try to stay kind of close to home, save a little bit of money, but every once in a while you got a little bit extra change. Like Sunday, we went out to Dubuque and just tried it, you know.
So Friday night, where'd you race? How'd you do?
That was Gravity Park. We won that night.
Where'd you race on Saturday night?
Plymouth Dirt Track, finished second that night.
And fourth in Dubuque.
Yes,
first time there.
Correct.
How many wins do you think you have this season so far?
I've got 3 this year.
Okay.
And they're all at Gravity Park.
All right. That's in Chilton. Really cool racetrack. You have to go there. They've got a motocross track there as well.
Oh, yeah.
Lots going on.
You got to check it out.
So when it comes to racing a modified there, what's the trick? What's the double secret that you can share with just us because you won there twice now?
Probably just...
Or 3 times.
Probably just leave your brain in the trailer and just drive it, if I'm being honest with you.
Is that the factor you've always taken? I mean, you grew up at the racetrack.
I mean, no.
You've seen some brainless guys, right?
Oh, yeah.
And gals.
Yeah. No, I mean, I don't know. It's been a big adjustment coming from asphalt. You kind of got to change how you drive. You got to be a little bit more aggressive, and it's tough not really having a spotter and adjusting to where you're at compared to everybody else.
So for those who don't know, by that you mean you raced pavement cars. You had a person in view watching you and on the radio with you saying this is good, this is bad, stay clear of that, caution's out for whatever reason. As a spotter, that's a very important role. You don't have any of that now.
No.
What was your pavement experience, and when did you start racing dirt?
I ran 6 years of asphalt late models at Jefferson, Dell, Slinger, all over the place, and we tried a year of super late. And then in 2024, we decided it was time for a change, and not going to go back, to be honest with you.
How big of a deal was it, kind of just getting that mindset wrapped around the fact that you made the decision, you can't really use any of the same equipment, can you, other than the toolbox?
Yeah, that was pretty much it. I mean, we had to start over and relearn everything. But honestly, that was kind of the best part. It was just something new.
Now, Cole, when it comes to racing and getting it figured out, how many people have their hands on your race car in a given week, knowing you're going literally Friday, Saturday, Sunday, in or out of the state of Wisconsin?
It's really just me, my dad, and my girlfriend Fiona. I mean, we pretty much just rock it everywhere we go.
When it comes to that, you gotta have to know your role, right? You have to know. Fiona has to know exactly what she's doing.
Yep.
She's got a role. You've got probably 17 roles. She's got 10, and your dad's got the other 25.
Yep, pretty much.
How important is tire choice? How important are tire pressures when it comes to racing at different tracks? Yeah, it's the same division, but these are totally different people, totally different racetracks that you're racing.
Yeah, I mean, the tire prep's really most of the time of maintaining the car itself, as long as you're not tearing it up, obviously. But that's most of your game. I mean, once you get the car somewhat set up and just kind of figured out, it's all tires. You gotta manage them. You gotta work on them right. I've still yet to figure it out, but we're trying.
So the sanctioning body that allows you to race all over the place is IMCA, International Motor Contest Association. I don't get any points for that. I just know what that stands for. But the neat thing is you can race literally not just around the upper Midwest, right?
Oh, that's correct. We can go to Texas right now. They run our class, the Northern Sport Mod. They run that down there. Anywhere we want, really.
So when you race on a given track in Wisconsin, you talked about Gravity Park, talked about racing at Plymouth. How many different cars are in your class on a given night?
Well, I mean, Gravity Park, they're a little bit lighter on the car count side. Would really love to see more people show up, if I'm being honest with you. But anyway, I mean, anywhere from 10 to 20 there. Plymouth has had 30 this year, and 141's had outrageous 50 plus, like just crazy amounts of cars. And it's everybody competing with each other on Saturdays or whatever. And there's still just tons of cars everywhere. I don't really know where they come from, to be honest with you.
So Saturday nights are Chilton is where Gravity Park is. Plymouth is on the Sheboygan County Fairgrounds, and 141's in Francis Creek, not that far away.
Well, Chilton's Fridays, but
Fridays. I'm sorry.
Yep. There's just plenty of options. I mean, it's really awesome.
And then you go play on Sundays in Dubuque, Iowa. Why not?
Well, I don't know if we're gonna do that again.
I was just gonna ask you, going back there?
No, probably not.
Well, I'm not gonna ask why, but I imagine it's a big investment.
It's just when you get home at 2:30 and then you got to wake up at 5 for work, it doesn't really work out too well.
Right, and that was yesterday, and today is just another day of where was I? What did I eat? I don't know. Did I eat yet?
Pretty much. Yeah. No clue what's going on.
Full-time job, I'm guessing.
Yep.
Racing 3 or 4 or 5 times a week.
Many as we can.
What are you looking forward to next?
Well, we got in 2 weeks the Captain of the Creek. That's a 10,000 to win race for sport mods. So. Pretty pumped about that.
At 141 Speedway in Francis Creek. Yep. What night of the week is that?
That's Tuesday and Wednesday, August 12th and 13th.
Okay. Looking forward to seeing that. We want to get, again, part of this show, we want to get you to the racetrack. Come on out when we mention these dates and have some fun with us.
Oh, yeah.
What else are you going to be racing?
Well, we're playing with the idea of going to the Super Nationals the first week in September.
That's in Boone, Iowa.
Correct.
There's about 3,500 modifieds. Give or take 10.
Yeah, there's going to be a lot.
There's a lot of there. It's a big deal. It's the culmination. It's the Mecca.
I just saw today they got 800 entries so far.
So I was close.
You were very close.
800, my goodness. And that's all in one class?
No. That's everything. All IMCA.
Okay.
So you got stock cars, hobby stocks, late models, sprint cars, I think. I mean, everything.
So the IMC sanctioned all those different divisions.
Yep.
There's still going to be 300 modifieds there, literally.
Actually, there's 250 stock cars as of right now. Just stock cars alone. And we're
so
still a month out.
You're thinking about it.
Well, I entered.
Oh, you did?
I did enter.
All right.
We just got to make sure we make it there now.
Are you the only number 91 modified? Or do I have to put a little X behind it or another one in front of it or a Y or something?
Normally I register first, so I don't have to worry about it.
Okay. So he's the only 91. So if you watch the Boone Nationals coverage on the Speed Sport platform, look for the white 91 to go around in circles. That's kind of cool.
Yeah.
How new is this race car to you, Colin?
This is the one we bought last year to get into dirt racing.
All right.
I don't see it going anywhere anytime soon.
So it's a nice car.
Yeah.
Jeff Steenbergen builds up really nice piece, doesn't he?
Jeff does a great job.
Who's all involved in your race car sponsor-wise?
Well, we'll start with Jeff. I mean, that guy's known he's forgotten so much more than I will ever know. I tell you what.
Ultimate race cars.
Ultimate race cars.
Yep.
Ultimate shock service. Hit him up for anything you need. Renegade race cars. Rick and RJ Tackman, they borrowed me their engine for the first 10 races of the year.
Cool.
Get us going. JR Photography, Mitch and Carlita Benter, Cheryl's Club 175, CFO Solutions of Wisconsin, and RC Custom Design.
That's for a lot of people.
Yeah.
And you mentioned Dad, you mentioned Fiona, I mentioned you. That's the crew?
That's the crew.
Anybody else you want to thank?
I'll thank Dippy and Joe Shelby. I'm sure I'm forgetting somebody, but sorry. Thank you.
It's great to have you out. A good people, and you're winning races. 3 wins at Chilton's Gravity Park alone, and racing again this coming week. It's going to be cool to see you and follow along. And thanks for spending some time with us tonight, making a stop here in West Dallas for a change.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
How about a big hand for Cole Thomas, everybody, joining us around the Racing Roundup program. Looking forward to short track racing and highlighting racers from across the area every week on our show. We'll be right back.
Join the racing crowd every Tuesday night at 6 p.m. Central all season long. Share what you love about short track racing on our Facebook page and on Twitter and Instagram at Racing Roundup. We'll be right back with more of the Racing Roundup Show.
Greenfield Gallery wants to buy your racing collection. Do you have die-cast cars from IndyCar, Sprint Car, or Short Tracks? Greenfield Gallery wants them. If you have old racing programs, racing photos, and negatives, Greenfield Gallery wants those too. Contact Ralph Hibbert Jr. at Greenfield Gallery, who wants to buy your racing collection. Ralph also has an ever-changing eBay store full of racing collectibles. Search Greenfield Gallery. Email Ralph right now to get connected. His email address is ralph@greenfieldgallery.net.
For your next Purge or project, go with the pros. Source Services. Champion driver of Wisconsin Short Track Hall of Famer Dan Source founded Source Services in 1988 with 1 truck, 1 employee, and a tireless work ethic. Through the dedicated work of Dan and his employees, Source Services LLC is southeastern Wisconsin's leading waste container rental company. Dropped and picked up by professionals, you can rent a dumpster for up to 60 days. Source Services sorts and recycles to reduce the amount of waste going into landfills. Go with the pros at sourceservices.com.
Eliminate the hassles of planning a trip to the races. Hook up with Boring Bob's escorted NASCAR racing tours. Boring Bob offers transportation, lodging, race tickets, nightlife, shuttle service, and more. Boring Bob knows all the back roads into and out of the racetrack to get you in and out fast. Pick one or pick them all. Go in style to Daytona, Bristol, Phoenix, Las Vegas, and more. He has decades of experience and industry contacts galore. You name the race, let Boring Bob do the rest. Call Boring Bob today to make plans now to go on one of Boring Bob's famous escorted NASCAR racing tours. Boring Bob's always at 414-321-1307. That's 414-321-1307.
This Saturday at Dells Raceway Park, it's Truck Country Night. See 5 exciting divisions of racing action featuring the NASCAR Weekly Late Models in a 50-lap feature event. Fan gates open at 3, qualifying 4:30, green flag racing at 6. Get your advance tickets online now at DellsRacewayPark.com. Dells Raceway Park, located 2 miles west of I-90-94 at exit 85, just off Highway 12. Dells Raceway Park, Wisconsin's best racing entertainment.
The Racing Roundup Show is dedicated to showcasing grassroots racers and national stars of our sport. If you're a fan of NASCAR, 4-wheel, 2-wheel, road racing, drag racing, or the short track scene, you are in the right place. Welcome back to the Racing Roundup Show.
Welcome back. Glad to have you part of our program. We do want to thank our crew to make this possible. 41 years of doing this. Could not do it without Dave Schmelzer. Thank you, Dave, for all of the involvement he's done. We went from a radio show in front of a live audience to putting speakers together to putting equipment together to now having Matt Rapina come in with all the video equipment and all the wonderful lighting and all the wonderful cameras and now a TV show out of this. So thanks, guys, for all the important involvement you have in our program. I also want to thank Dean Strom, Sherry Prague, Greg Lapine, Sam Trado, Bill Holland, Mark Goodman, Faye Hendricks, Jill Lapine, Bruce Blodgett. I mention these names because they're here helping us every week. They're here helping us set up, take down, get things organized, get guests on the show. It's a lot of fun. So thanks to everybody that makes this show possible. I'd like to encourage you to join our website and click on our site and make sure you follow us on Facebook and all that fun stuff. But it really is a pleasure that I get to sit in front of the camera and in front of you guys every Tuesday or Saturday and have this come about because it takes a lot of effort. And I do want to thank everybody being part of the program. I'd like to remind you, next Tuesday, we're live with our Benson Valley Bourbon Roadshow presented by Oak Creek Automotive at Wisconsin International Raceway. Thanks to our friends at Oak Creek Automotive for sponsoring that. And Benson Valley Bourbon Road shows are all year long. We've got 2 of them back-to-back, August 5th at Kaukauna. August 12th, we're going to Danny Lynch's. Not here at Pauley's. We'll be back here at Pauley's on August 19th. So we're going 2 weeks in a row here. August 5th, Kaukauna. August 12th, we're going to be going to Danny Lynch's for Bonafide Security Solutions Night with a bunch of short track racers there. It's going to be fun. And then we want you to make sure you follow us along. August 19th, we're back here at Polly's Pub and Eatery. August 26th, we're at LD's Barbecue for our second visit there on Bike Night in East Troy. Our schedule page is right there for you on our website, racingroundupshow.com. It's now time for what is a really cool segment of our program. It's Bill Holland going in the groove at 2 signature racetracks, 2 signature events this past weekend. Check it out.
Hi, I'm Bill Holland in the groove at Madison International Speedway, home of the ASA Midwest Tour Howie Leto Classic. This race honors the late Wisconsin crew chief who in his career guided 8 different drivers to Rookie of the Year honors in the American Speed Association. Among them, 7-time NASCAR champ Jimmy Johnson. Over the years, this race has become a very important event at Madison International Speedway.
3-time Midwest Tour champ and current point leader Casey Johnson is a 2-time winner of this race. 2018 Tour champ Dalton Zier won here 1 year ago, his first win at MIS.
To win last year was really nice because it gets that first win out of the way, and I mean now it's just like you can just take what the car is going to do, and if it's your day, it's your day. You know you can win here.
2-time defending Tour champ Gabe Summers has 3 straight runner-up finishes here at Madison. Gleason, Wisconsin's Justin Mondyke, another contender looking to run up front on a hot night at MIS.
It's really hot, but the track surprisingly seems to have a lot of grip. At least our car seems to have a lot of grip, so maybe we'll be really good on the long run here tonight. We've been pretty good here the last couple races, so hopefully that'll continue tonight.
In qualifying, it's second-generation standout Derek Kraus fastest on the stopwatch. He sets fast time and gets ready for 100 laps on this high-speed half-mile.
It's really hard on brakes, so got to be there at the end, got to have brakes at the end to be able to attack on restarts and stuff like that. So see what we can do.
Our first heat has 15-year-old Max Reeves out of North Carolina on the pole and former Leto Classic winner Paul Schaefer Jr. on the high side. Paulie Schaefer has a connection to Howie Leto through his crew chief, so this is a special night for that race team. And this is a battle right to the finish. Schaefer winning the first fast qualifier heat.
Chris Purdy, my crew chief, he actually worked with Howie quite a few years in the ASA National Tour and traveled around with him and learned a ton from him. So this race in particular, yeah, it's a Midwest Tour race, but being the Howie Leto Memorial race really means a lot for not only my crew chief Chris, but our tire guy Dave Billings.
In the second fast qualifier heat race, that is Levon Vandergeest out front in the 23 car. The Merrill, Wisconsin driver looking very strong early on tonight.
You know, Howie Leto was a really cool guy in the racing community, so I guess that's definitely a big part of it. $5,000 to win, that's a really good purse. And Madison is just such a cool track to run. It's historic.
Our final Midwest Tour heat has drivers racing for positions behind the top 16 qualifiers. Cody King in the 14 and Mitch Haver in the 7 car on the front row for this one. Wheeling the 45, that is longtime sprint car standout Tim Cox, the Southeastern Wisconsin Short Track Hall of Famer back in a super late model. Up front, Weston Marthaler in the 100 has plenty of motivation tonight. His crew chief, Kelly Byers, drove for Howie Leto and won a championship in the old ASA Late Model Series. Marthaler, first to the checkered flag.
Winning a heat definitely is progress that we've made since last year, and as long as we keep building off of what we ran today and what we have been running, I think we will be up there in no time.
We're ready to go green in the Midwest Truck Series feature. Derek Meyer in the 10 and Tyler Noble 7 on the front row, leading the way in the Howie Leto 30. Meyer with the early lead. The 15-year-old out of Upper Michigan won on Memorial Day at Golden Sand Speedway. Clay Kurtz now second in the 23. He won this year at Marshfield. And we're under caution. Kurtz going around on his own. Back to green flag racing with James Swan in the 97 taking the high side and taking over the top spot. We've got big trouble in turn 3. Derek Meyer and Kevin Knese involved. Scott Soselski's 21 with damage. Former Truck Series champ Jerry Wood also part of that one. Back to green. And it's been a tough year for 6-time Truck Series champ James Swan. He's trying to hold off defending series champion Brandon Reichenberger for his first win of 2025. Nick Van in the 24 and point leader Grant Griesbach right behind. Coming to the line, it's Swan, taking his first win of the season.
I needed this. It's been almost 2 years since I won a race. We've had such bad luck. We had a whole year of just engine problems, just didn't have any power. Finally got that fixed, and then it's just been dumb luck after that.
Coming to green in the Howie Leto Classic 100, Elko, Minnesota's Billy Moen in the 8, and Justin Mondike's 44 leading the field of 25 cars through turns 1 and 2. The high line is working tonight, and it's Mondike with the early lead. Heat race winner Levon Vandergeest second in the 23, and Casey Johnson running third in the 5. Caution flies early. Weston Marthaler spun in turn 2. Back to green, with Mondike leading the way. Vandergeest and Johnson battling for the second spot, ahead of Andrew Morrissey in the 39 and Ty Fredrickson's 36 car. Fast qualifier Derek Kraus in the 9, battling to try to get to the front. Justin Mondike has led all the way. Can he hold off Casey Johnson, Andrew Morrissey, and Ty Fredrickson? Johnson's been on the 44 car's bumper. He goes to the high side. The two-time winner of this event going for the lead. Mondike has held off the 5 for a lot of laps, but it's Casey Johnson setting the pace now. This race means a lot to the 3-time Midwest Tour champion. Johnson's former car owner, Travis Dassow, raced and won with Howie Leto early in his career. With 2 wins on the Midwest Tour already this season, Casey Johnson is closing in on another. After 100 laps, it's Johnson winning his 3rd Howie Leto Classic.
His roots in short track racing go way deep, back to even my previous car owner. So I mean, when I drove for Travis, this was like the biggest race on his schedule. So it's still an honor to win it, even with my team, because we still work hand in hand. So it's definitely a huge race.
At Slinger Speedway, the Carl Wegner Memorial honors one of short track racing's biggest supporters and premier engine builders. 4-time Slinger Nationals champ Rich Bickle is back for the first time in more than a year, with memories of Carl Wegner that go back more than 40 years.
I went up there and I said, here's all my blowed up stuff. I said, by mid-season I might have some money for you. And we're walking out the door and Carl goes, where are you going? And me and my dad sit home, he goes, back up to the door. What door? We've never been there before. Around the corner. Like, all right. So we back the door and there's a motor for me.
7-time Slinger champion Lowell Bennett is another longtime racer with memories of Carl Wegner.
I raced the limited Busch Series schedule for a while, and without Carl's help I wouldn't have been able to do that, just simply because, you know, back in 2002, 2003, when I ran, it was $25,000 just to rent a motor for the weekend, and I couldn't afford that, but you know, Carl made it happen for me.
No drivers had more success in this race than 3-time Wegner Memorial champ Alex Prunty, the 2-time defending Slinger champion looking to take home another trophy.
It's a personal deal. Carl meant a lot to me. He was a good friend. They're still really good friends to our family, and just enjoy racing in memory of him. He was a great guy.
In qualifying, it's 2-time Wegner Memorial winner Luke Fenhouse, quickest on the high banks.
It's just special. All the Wegner people are here, and it's a great racetrack for us. We love coming here and love spending time here. So hopefully we got a good enough race car to compete for a win tonight.
Our fast heat has the top 7 qualifiers on the oval. Jesse Bernhagen in the 28 and Rich Bickle's 45 on the front row taking the green flag. Bickle hasn't raced all season, but you wouldn't know it. He's got the 45 out front. As the laps wind down, Luke Fenhouse will race his way up to second, but this one is all Richie Bickle. He comes into this Memorial night with a lot of emotion.
You know, we won a lot of races, and the man. That funeral was hard for me. I know that.
Second super late model race has Andy Monday in the 10 and 6-time Slinger champion Conrad Morgan in the 92 up front as we go green. And it's Morgan, the 77-year-old Hall of Famer, taking the early lead in this one. Ryan DeStefano in the 0 and Jacob Nottestad in the 97 right behind. DeStefano's a regular competitor here at Slinger. He takes the lead with Nottestad working his way up to second. Here's the fight for the lead, and they get together. DeStefano spins in turn 4. Caution flies. Nottestad taps the roof, taking the blame. That lets Ryan DiStefano keep his position, and coming to the checkers, it's the 0, coming back from the spin to take the win.
I felt confident that the car was good enough to go. I felt the hit was more in the door than the tires, so I didn't think it was going to be an issue there. And we hung on. We did look. The left rear got cut hard with the body twisting, so luckily we came home in one piece, and I guess we'll take it.
In the sportsman feature, Jay Calbus in the 27 and Brandon Takis driving the 24 lead us to green. We'll go for 35 laps. It's Takis out of West Bend leading, with Brady Held in the 04 taking the high side, looking to make his way to the front. Keep an eye on the 04 car. Held won the last sportsman feature here. He's looking to go back-to-back tonight. Brady Held with the lead, with Jake Schroffnagel up to second in the 29, Takis now third. Held and Schroffnagel are in a very close race for the Sportsman Championship. And tonight, it's Brady Held getting it done, taking his second straight feature win.
Yeah, we got 3 championships in the Bs, but I never won back-to-back. So tonight being back-to-back, we won last week, it's even a little bit bigger than all the other ones.
We've got veteran Dennis Prunty in the 42 and young gun Jevin Goralski in the 20 on the front row as we go green in the Carl Wegner Memorial 75-lap main event. Prunty, a past track champion and former Slinger Nationals winner, out front, with Jordan DeBoy up to second in the white 38 car. Back in the pack, they are battling side by side. Trouble in turn 2. That is 3-time track champion Brad J.J. Miller going around. Caution is out. Back to green flag racing, and it's Prunty setting the pace. Max Kaler in the 17 and DeBoy battling side by side for second, ahead of Penn Sauter in the 5 and Alex Prunty's 11 car. Dennis Prunty is pulling away. Kaler's taken over second, but there's some distance between him and the 42. Up front, Dennis Prunty will lead this one from green to checkers, winning the Carl Wegner Memorial.
It's awesome to be able to come here with this crew, this car, and be able to win. We don't have a brand new car. This is the 2016 that was crashed that I rebuilt. It's awesome,
What started out as a very hot afternoon turned into a pretty cool night for Dennis Prunty putting the 42 in victory lane. I'm Bill Holland. Thanks for watching, and thanks to everyone who makes this program possible. We'll see you next time we go in the groove on the Racing Roundup Show.
Special thanks to Bill Holland for that coverage. If you want to be part of our program and sponsor Bill's segment, just give us an email. RacingRoundup@gmail.com is our email address. RacingRoundup@gmail.com. Hey, I want to tell you one thing. We got a great show tonight. I want to thank our special guests for joining us tonight. They brought the race cars. How about I stand for Jackson Jump for bringing down his Bandolero? How about Morgan Zerwinski bringing down our Super B? And thanks to Cole Thomas for bringing his Modified and being on our program. You'll catch a lot of the highlights of the show this Saturday at 11:30 a.m. on CW18 Milwaukee and CW18Milwaukee.com. You can watch it live. So I encourage you to do that. Support our sponsors as well. We could not do without you watching and with our sponsors supporting our program. So we want to thank each and every person involved with making this 41st season special. We're going to be on the road the next 2 Tuesday nights. Next Tuesday, 5:30 start time-ish at Wisconsin International Raceway. Our Benson Valley Bourbon Roadshow presented by Oak Creek Automotive is at the front gate at Wisconsin International Raceway for the big Gandry Auto Group 250, Dixieland Village 235 lap race for the Midwest Truck Series. Looking forward to seeing you there. And in 2 weeks' time, join us at Danny Lynch's at the corner of Lincoln and Highway 100 for another road show. It's our Bonafide Security Solutions Night. A lot of great racers will feature on that program. August 19th, we're back here at Pauly's Pub and Eatery. Thanks, everybody, for joining us. Until next Tuesday, set your DVRs, support your local racing, and have at it, racers.
We hope you enjoyed tonight's show. Remember to tell your friends and watch our 30-minute TV show on Milwaukee's CW18 this Saturday morning at 11:30. Like our show on Facebook, follow and interact with us on X and Instagram at Racing Roundup. Join the racing crowd at our live show and win prizes. For our latest show schedule and to watch all of our shows on demand, visit our website, RacingRoundupShow.com. We are delivering fresh content every Tuesday at 6 p.m. Central. Until next time, race fans, on behalf of our entire crew, this is Dean Strom reminding you to support your local racetracks, set your DVRs,